Hey everyone, Barbara Zinda here with Better Together Life Coaching. I'm excited to get into this topic today. We're going to talk about turning chaos into calm. And chaos isn't always a bad thing. Chaos can be a good thing. For example, I just went on a road trip and I had plenty of people to see. I had a long drive and I had some deadlines. And so kind of balancing all of that became interesting. So I'm going to share some tips on how I did it, bring in some science, bring in some scripture, and hopefully give you a few encouragements that will work for you this week as the chaos ensues all around you. So let's jump into it. First of all, chaos does not always look like a disaster. Chaos can be too many good things at once. For me, it was travel, people, time zones, and commitments that I had to my coaching clients. I also had a speaking engagement I had to fit in there somewhere. So a lot of things moving around. So my personal moment, I had a coaching client who had a timely need for some one-on-one time. And I had planned one whole day with a good friend of mine. We were going to spend the whole day together having some fun. But my client needed something. So what did I do? Did I hang out with my friend or did I find time for my client? I found time for both. So what I did is just had my client in the morning and the rest of the day from noon on was with my friend. So we had a wonderful time. And my client, who really needed to have that session that day, that morning, got what she needed. So balancing all of the chaos, there's good stuff all around, but you got to allocate the time it takes to do what really matters. Second point, focused action starts with clarity, being clear on what needs to be done. So what I did is I paused and I got really honest about what actually needed to be done. Not just what I wanted to do, but what actually needed to be done. What's important? I didn't try to do everything, just the essentials. And science studies show that intentional task selection under pressure actually improves performance and it reduces cognitive fatigue, your brain getting tired and that feeling of overwhelm. So it's a good thing. Point 3, calm comes from structure, not circumstance. If we're letting the circumstances decide our day, there's not a lot of calm in that. So instead, create mini structures. I'm a big fan of micro commitments, especially in chaos, keeping it small and manageable. These are scheduled blocks of time, something that I really get into in my planner. If you haven't seen it yet, it's out on Amazon. You can search for it by just searching Amazon for Barbara Zinda, and it'll pop up my planner. Very excited to have this out in the world. But time blocking and making sure that the tasks that matter are on your radar in the morning and throughout the day. Time blocking is huge. Also, setting boundaries. It's not always easy to say no to something when people are making requests, but setting that boundary and saying no gives you the opportunity to say yes to more. So set boundaries, say no, and then celebrate your quick wins. When I had my client at the end of that session have a clear plan on what she was going to do at an important event, that was a celebration. And I was able to take that win into my afternoon with my friend. So celebrate the wins. And yeah, don't wait for things to settle. Move forward even when they're not settled. They're not perfect. We say often in group coaching, we said it this morning, do it messy. Don't wait for it to be perfect or you're never going to start. Also, let's bring in some scripture. So faith always helps me when I am feeling like there's some chaos going on. It anchors my mind. It's a good mindset reset. So scripture that grounded me, I really like Isaiah 26:3. And I'd encourage you to look it up. I won't take the time to do that right now, but Isaiah 26:3 or Proverbs 3:5-6. Those are really good grounding scriptures for me. So praying, prioritizing, and then showing up intentionally with some faith is a great way to go about dealing with all the chaos and making it calm, making it work, and taking the best step forward. So call to action. Here's my encouragement for you this week. Don't wait for perfect conditions to make progress. Know that each step that you take is creating momentum to take another step and just keep going. That's what I tell my clients is just keep going. Take that next step. You got this. And of course, if you need a little accountability, one thing that works really well with my one-on-one clients is they send me a picture of their completed planner page so that I know that they're focused on what matters, what is intentional. It's one thing to fill it out on your own, but when you have someone holding you accountable, even better. The power is huge because we are better together. I say it often, but I truly believe it. And I know that when we're all focused on moving something positive forward, accomplishing a goal, really fine-tuning a plan, being a better mom, team member, entrepreneur, whatever it is you're doing, having that helping hand and that accountability buddy really comes in handy. So I encourage you, check out BetterTogetherLifeCoaching.fun. There's all kinds of good stuff on there that can help you to create some focus. Reach out to me. Let's have a 15-minute connect call. You can schedule that through my website. Would love to hear what you're working on and give you some tips on creating some calm amidst the chaos. Have a calm and focused week, everyone. Thanks for watching. And remember, we're so much better together. See you next time.